everyone, Firstborn 5 Meteorologist Melissa Meeder here on your Thursday. It is 12:43 on your Thursday afternoon. Today's going to be a gorgeous day. Get out and enjoy. We especially have to enjoy it because, one, we're not going to see sunshine for quite a bit of time after today, and two, temperatures will be decreasing and the chance for rain returns. So I've got what to expect for the next 24, 36 hours or so. So let's get right into it. As for today, temperatures will make it up into the mid 60s. It'll be around 66 degrees with sunshine. Once the weekend rolls around, though, let me move myself out of the way so you can see. Rain, clouds move in. We've got several chances for rain here on the horizon. We've got rain on Friday, Saturday, and then we have first warns on Monday and Tuesday of next week. So we are monitoring a lot, but we're going to get you ready for what you need to know at this point. As for right now, temperatures are in the lower 60s at 61, light wind, 4 miles an hour. We are seeing sunshine out there at this point. Temperature-wise, we'll be climbing up into the mid-60s. There's 66 by 4, and then we hang out into the 60s till 7, upper 50s by 10. And once we go to the overnight, temperatures will be in the low 50s by 1 a.m. We will start to see the chance for rain build in after midnight tonight, but I mentioned there's going to be a first warn in place on Friday. A 70% chance for rain. Best chance for rain in the first warn is in place from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So if we take a look at the hours where most of us will be awake, we start at 7, you're leaving for your morning commute, you will need the rain gear in the morning and really throughout the afternoon into the evening time frame as well. So there will be periods of rain tomorrow. By 7 a.m., 40% chance for some spotty rain showers. It builds to scattered by 8 and 9 and then becomes more likely by the time we get to the mid-morning and into the afternoon. So 70% chance from 11 a.m. to about 3 p.m. We drop to 60% chance for, and then eventually scattered rain takes over by 6, 7 o'clock. So rain is likely as we go through midday, or I should say mid-morning into the evening time frame. So we're going to walk through what we can expect here on that front, but I just also wanted to give you kind of an overarching view. Today, we enjoy the sunshine. Clouds are going to return tomorrow into next week, lacking some sun and warmer temperatures. We are trending Friday to be a little bit more on the wet side than before. There's looking like to be pockets of some heavy rain. We will see measurable rain from Friday's rain. That's what it's looking like at this point. We will kind of talk a little bit about possibilities on what certain models are showing at this point when we get closer to Friday. And then next week, we still continue to see rain, with first warns in place Monday into Tuesday. So 70% chance for rain on Friday, 40% for Saturday. And here we go. Once we go into tonight, some clouds start to build back in, and then we see maybe an isolated shower by about 10, 11 o'clock tonight. It's not till after midnight where we start to see rain build in from the southwest. I will preface this by this particular model is showing a little bit more heavier rain. It may be overdoing it just a touch, but when we think about timing and we think about location of where the rain is, we are generally seeing this trend. There is a slight difference in models at this point. One kind of set of models is showing that the heavier rain will be down towards the southeast. Other models are showing that we could see the heavier rain creeping up to the I-70 corridor and in the metro. So that's the main kind of discrepancy at this point. I will say that even on the lighter side, if we don't see pockets of heavy rain, likely going to see at least 1/4 of an inch tomorrow with many models. So rain will likely be measurable. However, how much rain kind of has a wide range at this point. So this particular model showing a little bit more of a heavier rain scenario. So as we go into tonight, rain starts to build in from the southwest. We get to 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. As you can see, this model's got us seeing some oranges, some yellows, all the way up to Atchison down towards Garnett, when some models are putting it a little bit more down towards the southeast, towards Garnett, Lacine, Ottawa. So this is just a little bit more towards the north. Some tracks take a more southerly track where the rain is a little bit heavier down towards the south rather than a little bit further north. So this is more of a northerly track. We continue to see rain build in by 7, and then between 8 and noon, seeing the chance for rain through the morning into the lunchtime hours. We continue to see that until about 5, and then those rain chances slowly start to push back. Our Carolina Cruz mentioned to me she's got plans for Friday evening. It looks like we start to see less of a chance for rain Friday evening compared to the first half of the day on Friday. So spotty activity will still remain around for your Friday evening, but more likely to see those pockets of heavier rain for the first half of the day. Once we go into the overnight hours, Friday into Saturday, spotty activity remains, but we start to see those rain chances build back in from the south as we go for 7 a.m. on Saturday morning. So make sure you've got your rain gear handy tomorrow, generally at all points, and continuing through Saturday as well. I mentioned the different two discrepancies we've got going on. This is what it's showing for the amount of rainfall. So a few sets of our models showing not as much rain. The track is a little bit more towards the south. And when I mean not as much rain, I mean not as much accumulated rainfall. So some pockets of some heavier rain is possible down to the south. This particular model is showing that. As you can see in the metro, between about a quarter to about a half of an inch looks to be a possibility through Saturday, when you see a little bit more higher amounts to the south. A quarter to about an inch and a quarter for our southeastern areas like Garnett, Paola, and Lacine. So this is on the drier end, or really not as accumulative rainfall for the system, versus a northerly track with this system bringing a little bit more heavy rain up towards the north, and that scenario generally shows several areas between about 3/4 of an inch to an inch of rain along and south of I-70, lesser amounts towards the north. So we will continue to learn more information here, but what you need to know is that rain is going to be likely throughout most of the day, and likely to see at least a 10 to a quarter of an inch from this system moving through, at least. Especially for those who are south, more likely to see those heavier rainfall potential totals. Friday, because of the rain, because of the cloud cover, we're cool. We're chilly. We're in the mid-50s. It's 56 degrees tomorrow afternoon. We will not start in the 30s because of the cloud cover and rain. So there's not going to be that big of a spread between temperatures in the morning versus the afternoon. But it's still going to be a cool day. We haven't seen temperatures this cool as a high since about April. This is the first one this season. So coolest we've been in a while. We continue to see rain. We continue to see cloud cover on Saturday. We still are cool in the upper 50s. So a touch warmer. We dry out on Sunday, it's still cloudy, and temperatures are in the lower 60s. So we've got a lot going on here over the next couple of days. Make sure you've got the rain gear handy. I mentioned there's the chance for rain as we go into, Saturday morning into the afternoon. If you are going to the breast cancer walk, Making Strides breast cancer walk, make sure you have the rain gear. Temperatures will be in the lower 50s to start at 7 and in the upper 50s by 1. Temperatures will be pretty stagnant. Make sure you've got some layers. Make sure you've got some rain gear. 30 to 40% chance for rain through the time frame for the walk itself. Once we get past the weekend, we then get to Monday and Tuesday of next week, where we have a 50% chance for rain and thunderstorm activity. This is looking mainly Monday evening into the overnight and early on Tuesday. We are watching these trends very closely, of course, because we have the Chiefs game at home on Monday for Monday Night Football. So temperatures will still be fall-like, mid-50s, or I should say mid-60s on Monday, upper 50s on Tuesday. So we will continue to watch all of this very closely here over the next couple of days. Myself, Chief Meteorologist Luke Doris, will be with you through the rest of this afternoon. We'll have more updates as we learn more details from the latest model info here, and that will be on KCTV5 at 3:30. So I hope everybody enjoys their sunshine and their warm temperatures today, and maybe enjoys a little bit of temperatures in the 50s as we go into the weekend as well.